Welcome back, guys, to another video. I know it's been a while since I've posted. I've been extremely busy this week. I haven't gotten a chance to go to the gym at all, and if I don't go to the gym, you actually know that there's something really going on. Nothing negative is going on. It's just that my family, my wife, my kids, we're going through some major changes right now, and basically we're moving our lives. We're moving everything. We're basically moving, and it's been a long process, selling our home, buying a new home. Right now we're living with the in-laws, and it's been very hectic. And our clothes, like, we had to put certain things in storage because we're waiting to close on the new house, and we have to move out of the current house we live in because someone bought it. So it's been I don't want to say stressful. It's just been a process. I have to be very mindful of the kind of words that I choose, because not everything has to be stressful, but it does add a layer of stress, but not negative. I think, not all stresses are devised equally, right? You have some stresses that are negative, that put you in a negative mode of thought, and you have some stresses that just push you a little bit. This is an exciting moment for my wife and my kids, because this is actually the house that we've always wanted, and it's something to look forward to. But there's a process to that, and you don't gain anything in this world without some type of obstacles or some type of adversity. You're gonna face that. Inevitably, you're gonna face that. And so that's what's been going on. So I haven't been able to go to the gym, but my eating has been spectacular, because by default our funds are very low, because we're paying for a lot of things to get fixed in the house that we were currently living in, because the inspector had to come inspect the house for the buyer, and the inspector found some problems in the house, as all houses do. No house is perfect. And the agent's buyer said that the buyer has certain things that they want to get fixed. There were about 20 something things that were listed that the buyer wanted to get, that the inspector saw, that were causes for concern. However, the buyer just wanted like 6 or 7 things fixed. Our window panels had some issues, so that was 2 window panels that had to get replaced. And for anyone who knows about windows, they're not cheap. I had some roof problems, nothing major, not major leaks, but I had some roof issues. That was expensive. I had a plumbing issue. My bathtub, the tub, the master bedroom bathtub, the faucet, it was loose. The spigot that the water comes out of, and then the handles, the cold handle for the faucet would drip when the water is running. And even if the water is off, when you wake up in the morning, you'll see kind of a puddle of water around the base of that handle. That needed to be fixed. That was expensive as hell. What else? What else we had to get fixed? There was some other minor issues too. We had to get touch up paint work done. I mean, it's been incredible. We've been putting things in storage. We had to get a U-Haul. Like, it's been a crazy week, so I haven't had time to actually get on here and post. And my energy has been a little bit different, not in a negative way, but I've been hyper focused on the process of this moving and getting things together. So right now I'm at work. I'm parked at work. I got here pretty early, and I had a meeting with my supervisor, but he's not even here, so he wants to reschedule. So I'm like, hell, let me just get on a video and upload a video quickly and speak to you guys and tell you, just let you guys know what's going on, just to give you guys an update. I don't have a huge following, but I do respect the few eyes that do follow me. I don't even want to call you guys followers, because no one's following anybody, but the few people that tune in to listen to my feeds, I appreciate it, and I feel like you guys do deserve an explanation, because I'm usually consistent weekly. I'm posting something, and I know I hadn't posted in a while, so I just wanted to let you guys know why that's been going on. It's been very hard. If you look at my car, well, my car right now looks a mess. Like, see, I have, like, look back there. It's a mess. I have clothes everywhere. My car was actually worse than this. I kind of cleared it out a little more, but it was more cluttered. We've been packing things, and right now we're staying with the in-laws, and we couldn't put everything in the house, so we're all in one room, me, my wife, and my 3 kids, in a little small room in my in-laws' house. And it's been quite an experience, but it's short-lived. It's really gonna make us and allow me and my wife to appreciate the new house that we're moving into. It's a better neighborhood, a quieter neighborhood. It's a place that I can see my children growing up in. Not that there was nothing wrong. It was nothing necessarily wrong with the neighborhood that we were living in, but I wanted to do better. And I think that in life, if you have the opportunity to do better, you strive for that. And in terms of my eating, because of this time, because the way I eat, I'm able to sustain myself. So we don't have that much money. I don't have that much money. My wife our bank accounts are literally depleted. Like this morning, my tank was almost on E. My wife had to ask her father for $20 to give me for gas. That's how low funds are, because we've been paying out the ass for so many things to get fixed in the house. And these are like, payments that are coming that are not our usually monthly bills. Our usually monthly bills, we can take care of that. But these extra payments of getting things in the house fixed, getting this done, getting that done, getting this done, paying this person this, paying this person that. And you guys know plumbers are not cheap. Fixing your roof is not cheap. You guys know that. If you don't know that, listen to me. It's not cheap. So, and then during Christmas time, these people are going to be extra aggressive with their quotes. They're going to quote higher than normal because they're trying to get that Christmas money to pay for gifts. I don't understand why people do that. I think you should just keep your prices the same. But greed is real, and around this time, the scam activity increases, and people are just greedy to get more money around this time. But going back to my eating habits, like I've been eating well. I've been sticking to my regimen, but not because it's hard, because I have no choice. I can't go to the grocery store, so the nuts that I have in my bag, like my almonds, my cashews, my pecans, my pumpkin seeds, all the things that I eat, they're in the bag. I just snack on those, and I know that they're full of fiber. They hold me. And because I've gone so long with my eating habits, I'm not a person that eats a lot during the day. So my body's consistently in survival mode. So during this stage, I haven't really felt, even though I've been hungry, I've been able to eat a little and be okay. And I think that if I was a big eater, it would have been an issue, because I'd be spending more money on trying to buy food. My kids are eating, grandma is going to cook for the kids, but I don't eat certain foods. I don't eat whites. I don't eat rice. I don't eat pasta. My mother-in-law, she cooks spaghetti. I'm not eating spaghetti. I don't eat spaghetti. I know you guys might be like, hey man, it's okay. Yeah, but I'm not working out either. So I have to even be more structured and more strict with my diet if I'm not working out. I don't eat whites. The way she cooked her beans, she put a little brown sugar in there. I stay away from sugar. So it's just, I eat what I eat. Like if I'm not cooking it, if I don't know what I'm putting inside my food, if I'm not aware of the ingredients that I'm using, then I'm not really gonna eat it. I've been snacking on chips, nuts, and these kind of chips are queso chips. These chips are made with avocado oil. So food has not been an issue. The issue is just waking up for work, waking up extra early, having to drive further because I'm with my in-laws. I have to drive further to drop my kid off at daycare and driving further to work. So that's why my gas has been getting depleted at a much frequent rate, because the driving has been a little bit different in terms of distance. So, but other than that, everything's been fine. I can't really complain, but it's been a trying time. And I told my wife, I was like, even if I wanted, like, I'm not even in the right headspace to get up and go anywhere. And we actually canceled our gym membership because where we're moving to, that gym is not around that area, and we're trying to cut costs. And but it doesn't mean I'm going to stop working out. We're still going to work out. We're going to find a way. We have the neighborhood we live in. They have a gym. They have a neighborhood gym, so we're going to be using that. I still have my battle ropes. I still have my running shoes, my running 5-finger shoes that I use from Vibram. The neighborhood has great running trails, so I look good. I was looking in the mirror today. I was like freaking shredded, because the less I'm eating, most of the things that I'm eating are high protein foods, are high protein snacks. So I'm pretty much consistently in survival mode. And you guys may be asking, what do you mean by survival mode? When I say survival mode, I mean that your body is functioning at its optimal state when it's in survival mode, because everything is functioning at a higher capacity because it needs to sustain you. Because you're not eating too much. So your body has to exert energy to keep you functioning optimally, but that's a good state to be in. That's a good stressor. But when you eat too much, your body doesn't know what survival mode means. So basically you're depleting your ATP. Your ATP is your source of energy. The more you eat, foods, Eating a lot doesn't give you energy. Eating a lot depletes your energy, but eating the right nutritionally dense foods in the right amount at the right time gives your body energy. It feeds your mitochondria. All right. When you eat a lot, why do you think people get lethargic and lazy and tired and sleepy when they eat? Because now your body's trying to put you to rest so it can restore, so it can get energized. But me, I consistently have energy. Yet my wife is like, "You haven't eaten. Are you hungry?" I'm like, "I'm fine." Last night with my mother-in-law, she cooked rice and beans. My kids, they killed it. They loved it. They ate it all. And my wife ate some. Everybody ate some. So I'm coming to bed. My wife is like, "You didn't eat any rice and beans?" I said, "No, I'm fine." She said, "What did you eat?" I said, "No, those grapes and nuts that you bought for me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not starving like I need. I'm not. I drink water, eat my nuts. I'm fine. I'm fine." I'm realizing that as a human being, well, we're driven by hormones. So it's not everybody can do what I'm doing right now. But if you've done it, if you've put your body through that rigor, you'll be amazed what the human body can do. Like, you don't have to, you can survive off, you don't need to eat. Now water is more essential than food, because most of our body is water anyway. You don't really need food. And they just put out I was watching the news this morning as I was leaving out to work. My father-in-law had a little TV in his kitchen. He was watching the morning news. And they talked about the FDA coming out with a new food recommendation list, saying how people need to limit red meat. I'm thinking, like, no shit, Sherlock. Like, why is that something new? Like, these people play games. We've always known that red meat was something that's not good. Then it talked about increasing plant-based proteins. I'm like, I've been on that. Like, that's what people have been talking about for years. But you guys are now saying that. Like, don't even trust the FDA. Don't even trust the FDA. Limit red meat. How about don't eat red meat? Limit it? Nah, don't eat it at all. Don't eat it at all. Don't eat it at all. But since my supervisor isn't here, I'm gonna be headed to another campus now, because I have a meeting.
Everything's just fine.
I have a meeting with an AP, so I think I'm gonna do that. But yeah, guys, that's what it's been for me as of late. But I feel good. Sleeping has been hard because me and my wife, we have a California Tempur-Pedic split mattress, and I'm able to adjust, because when I sleep with my legs elevated. It really helps my lower back. But lately, I've been sleeping on a flat bed. It's a Tempur-Pedic, but it doesn't adjust. My in-laws have in their guest bedroom, they do have a California king bed, nice size bed for me and my wife to lay in. However, it doesn't adjust, and me sleeping flat, it causes my back to get extremely stiff. I don't know if you guys, if any of you guys have that issue. It causes my back to get extremely stiff, and that's the only downside. And then one day, while we were moving, I think this was this past Saturday, I believe. While we were moving, I had my nephew, well, my wife's nephew, I guess you would call it nephew-in-law. He's not really my nephew by blood, but he's my wife's nephew. And she called him over to help. He's like 6'4", tall guy, 22 years old. He's young, but it was just really me and him moving everything, because we didn't want to call movers. Movers are extremely expensive. We're trying to cut cost. My wife was doing what she could, and we literally were packing everything out of our house, putting it in storage. Now the storage location is about 17 to 18 minutes away from my house. So we store the U-Haul. It's a 26 feet U-Haul. It's the biggest size that they have. We store that. We drive to the storage room. Then when we get to the storage, then we have to unload it, put the things in storage, and then drive back. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of time because the drive, the unloading, the drive back. I think we made how many trips did we make? No, we made 2 or 3 trips that day. Hold on, let me think. The first trip. No, we made 2 trips. It literally took us all day because I didn't realize how much stuff we have. And any of you guys, if you're ever moving, or if you're ever doing spring cleaning where you're trying to clear up a certain area, you're gonna comb through your items. You're gonna start to see things like, oh my God, like I didn't know I needed this. Oh, I didn't know, where did this come from? Oh, I didn't know I had this. We buy too much, and I've taken an oath, and I told my my father-in-law last night. I said, from now on, if I purchase a pair of pants, I have to get rid of a pair of pants. When I purchase one thing, I have to get rid of something else that's comparable within the same realm. Like in clothing, if I get clothing, I gotta get rid of a piece of clothing. If I buy 2 pair of pants, I have to get rid of 2 pair of pants. Because over the years, when you live, we consume so much that you end up having too much. Then people start to have garage sales to get rid of certain things, but we have way too much stuff. We live in a 4-bedroom house, and we had an office. The space of the storage that they gave us was storage made for 3 to 4 bedroom house. Guess how many storage spaces we needed? We needed 3. That's how much stuff we had. We filled them up. They're filled up. So I can't even recall how much we've traveled in terms of going back and forth. It's been, even during the Thanksgiving break, we were moving stuff to storage. Me and my wife in our cars, going back and forth. Let's get into little bitty items. So on Saturday, there was a wedding that my wife was invited to, and they did a head count, RSVP'd, and everything like that. And so my wife was like, man, I don't know. Let me go back. Friday, one of her coworkers was having a birthday, and in my head, I'm like, babe. No, I told her too. In my head, I was like, do we have to go to this? We're busy. I said, man, do you have to go to this? She was like, yeah, they invited me, and we can just both go. Because at this time, we didn't have the kids with us. The kids were already at our in-laws. The kids were at our in-laws since last Friday. Today is Wednesday. So last Friday, we took our kids to our in-laws to stay there. Because with our 3 kids around, we would not get anything done. You guys know how that is if you have children. So Friday, it was busy. But guess what? We were so hungry and tired from moving. My wife was like, let's just take a break and just go to this little karaoke thing. So as the evening started to, wind down, my wife started to kind of have, second thoughts. She's like, oh, I'm tired. I said, no, let's go. You wanted to go? Let's go. She's like, okay. So we ended up going to this little karaoke thing, and then it was not what my wife thought. It was some hole in the wall place. I try to make the best of it. I think LeBron James, they were playing the Atlanta Hawks. So they had like a big screen. It's like a sports grill bar. It's like a sports bar with karaoke stuff and people getting up dancing. And I just try to make the best of it. I sat there and watched the game a little bit, but we didn't even stay there 30 minutes, and we left because my wife was so tired. We were both tired, to be honest with you. I was tired as well. So we left, came back home, and that Friday, we ended up sleeping on the, our bed was still there Friday. So our house was, I came home, I started to take down the televisions that were on our wall, and then I took my shower, went to sleep, and then Saturday was when everything was being moved out. And that Saturday, that was the day of the wedding, that one of my wife's co-workers, her son was getting married. It's a Nigerian wedding. And my wife was like, we were so hungry that day and tired. My wife was like, man, let's just go get some food. I was like, yeah. And you know me, I'm a strict eater. I don't eat anything. But that day I was starving because I woke up at 6. We were moving from 6, and at this time it was about 10. Non-stop, over 12 hours of constant moving. So I got dressed, took a shower, put on my blazer, had my nice pants. My wife got dressed. My wife looked nice that night. She had a nice dress on, and we went. Man, they had rice, they had chicken, they had something called mamai. If you guys are any Nigerian that's watching me, mamai, you guys know what that is. It's like made with beans and eggs. Stuff is good. And I'm sorry, guys, I was so hungry. I had to eat. I don't really eat meat. The only time I only eat meat during Thanksgiving. That's the only time I'll eat meat. I'm not really a meat eater. I don't call myself a vegan or anything like that. I just don't eat meat. But I do eat meat on Thanksgiving. But for this day, I ate meat, man. I ate the chicken. I ate the rice. I don't even eat rice. I do not like eating whites. I try to stay away from them, but I ate rice that day. I was hungry, man. I felt good, and I didn't even overeat. You know, it's amazing what the body does. Like, I didn't feel like overeating. Like, I thought I was gonna be so hungry that I would get like seconds and thirds, but I didn't. I just ate one plate, drank water, and I was fine. So that was now Saturday. We came home. We didn't have a bed, so me and my wife had to just literally sleep on the carpet because all our stuff was moved out. And that was like one of the worst sleeps I've ever had, man. My back was so knotted up in the morning. So yeah, that's been it. That's why making videos hasn't been a priority of mine. I've been so busy. But right now I'm at work. I'm headed to another campus. But I just want to give you guys an update. I know I kind of went off on a tangent talking about random things, but just giving you guys a sort of a summary of my week and what's going on with me. I don't consider myself a YouTuber or anything like that. I make videos, but I'm just a normal person like you. I have a life. I do things. I'm just you know, cataloging my experiences with you and letting you guys know who listen to me, just giving you guys insights as to what's going on in my life and the things that I've been going through. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for giving me your time. And no matter what you're going through in life, your health is always your wealth, because even what I'm going through now, it doesn't mean that I'm going to go start pigging out and doing things that are crazy. I'm still going to stick to my regimen as closely as possible. And it's okay to deviate from your routine every now and then if you have to, because I had no choice. Like, I had to eat. Like, there was nothing else. I didn't have any money to go buy what I preferred. If I had money, I would have went to buy what I normally eat or buy what I normally want. But that day at that wedding, I just had to eat what was there. So when you are in survival mode, sometimes you got to take what's given to you. But if you have the luxury to make a choice to eat better, make the better choice. All right? I'll talk to you guys later. I love you guys. And remember, your health is your wealth. Peace.